Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. It's been a year since the first of these live from home sessions or shows, and it's an odd feeling, right? I was watching you guys in the chat. Some of you guys were talking about how the sense of deja vu it is to be back in the chat room, and I feel the same way being here. But I'm excited to play some songs for you guys. I got a selection of stuff for you. I went back through all the old shows and made sure I wasn't gonna delve too deeply into stuff I already played and whatnot. Yeah, we'll do some questions later, and we'll just have a good time on this 1-year anniversary of the first show. So here we go. You remind me of home. The paint cracks when the water leaks from the rusty pipes that are just beneath my feet. You remind me of home. The heater's warm, it fills the room with a potpourri of dust and gas fumes. You remind me of home. A broken bed with dirty sheets that creaks when I am shifting in my sleep. You remind me of home. In a suburban town with nothing to do, patiently waiting for something to happen. But the foundation is crumbling, becoming one with the ground. While you lay there and slumber, you're wasting your life, wasting your life. 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 Wasting your life, wasting your life. You remind me of home. Sitting on a thrift store couch, I'm trying to get this all down. All right. It's a song called "You Remind Me of Home" from the Home EP thing we put out. Me and my buddy Andrew Kenny put out in 2003, I think. I'm gonna play something a little more recent here. I saw somebody in the chat earlier saying that the difference between a year ago and today is that they were wearing pants, and it's been an odd kind of last year of living in either no pants or soft pants or sweatpants. I'm finally starting to put on like regular pants again. After all these months going out more. So here's a song for you. There is whiskey in the water, and there is death upon the vine. There is fear in the eyes of your father, and there is yours and there is mine. There is a desert veiled in pavement, there's a city of 7 hills. Now our debris floats to the ocean. To meet again, I hope it will. something so fair be so cruel when this black sun revolves around you? There's an answer in a question, and there is hope within despair. There is beauty in a failure, and there are depths beyond compare. There is a role of a lifetime, and there's a song yet to be sung. And there's a dumpster in the driveway of all the plans that came undone. How could something so fair be so cruel when this black sun revolved around you? How could something so fair be so cruel when this black sun revolved around you? There's whiskey in the water, and there is death upon the vine. There is grace within forgiveness, but it's so hard for me to find. How could something so fair be so cruel when this black sun revolved around you? How could something so fair be so cruel when this black sun revolved around you? Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you may be. All right. I remember your silhouette on dyes and lead against the silver sheen of a moonlight painted glass, under stars out on the pier, a celestial sphere. We were weightless as the waves that disappear. Northern lights filled our skies, empty nights synchronized. We shared a clove cigarette on the parapet as the TVs glowed from the windows of the model homes. And I'd never be that close again to your lips and perfect skin as the tide receded into the unknown. Northern lights filled our skies, empty nights synchronized. Northern lights filled our skies, empty nights synchronized. I remember your silhouette on dyes and lead. Northern lights filled our skies, empty nights synchronized. Northern lights fill our skies, empty nights synchronized. Thank you very much. So I was looking through the book. I actually have this book here. I don't know if you can read it, if it's going to be reversed or not, but this is coronavirus live shows. You see that? There we go. 3/17 to 20, and then there was a dash, and there was no date on the finishing until I just put one on there about 15 minutes ago. And I was looking through this book, and I came across a number of weird notes that I had made from last year. And very early on, I think it's the second show, there's a note here that says address, where can you see it? There you go. Address coughing. I don't know if you guys remember, those that were watching a year ago, but around this time last year, I had been very sick, and to this day, I'm not sure if I had had the Rona or not. It certainly seems likely, given all my symptoms and everything else and how long it lasted, but regardless, I remember as I was going through these shows, I was like, holy shit, I was coughing all the time. And I could tell some of you guys were really concerned. I mean, I was a little concerned myself. I didn't want to really admit it, but eventually it went away. I got better. Yeah, it was a very strange time. Okay, I'm going to do a tune here. Let me do 2 more tunes, then we'll do some questions. You can throw some requests in there. I've got everything pretty much dialed here, but if I see something that I haven't thought of, I'll definitely play it for you guys. All right. Wind picked up, the fire spread, and the grapevine seemed left for dead, and the northern sky looked like the end of days, the end of days. No wake-up call to a rented room sounded like an alarm of impending doom, to warn us it's only a matter of time before we all burn, before we all burn, before we all burn, before all burn. We bought some wine and some paper cups near your daughter's school. We picked her up and drove to a cemetery on a hill, on a hill. We watched the plumes paint the sky gray as she laughed and danced through the field of graves. And there I knew it would be alright, that everything would be alright, would be alright, would be alright, would be alright. And the news reports on the radio said it was getting worse, as the ocean air fanned the flames. But I couldn't think of anywhere I would have rather been to watch it all burn away, to burn away. The firemen worked in double shifts with prayers for rain on their lips. They knew it was only a matter of time. All right, I'm going to play one here from our last EP of original tunes. So of course we released a all Georgia bands cover, Georgia artists cover in December, and then just last month. But it's weird to say it, but I really don't know how to play most of those songs. I mostly recorded my stuff just out along the way. I'm sure a lot of you would love to hear an acoustic version of Waterfalls, but I actually didn't play much guitar in that, and I don't really know how to play it. That was all Zach and Dave. So instead, I'm going to play this song. This is from the Blue EP. I'll start that again. If you know my name, why are you calling out to an old love, to an old love? When you need someone, why do you always run to the Lord up above, to your Lord up above? And I just want to understand you. I don't need to be your man in blue. Your day's all the same, prayers like drops of rain, as you wait for the flood to cleanse everyone. Can you hear my voice in high lonesome rejoice? Sing a song for you, in and out of tune. I just want to understand you. I don't need to be your man in blue. I just want you to see yourself the way I do. I don't need to be your man in blue. No, I don't need to be your man in blue. All right, that's called Man in Blue. All right, let's take some questions. I think I remember how to do that. Well, I remember how to answer questions. I do that all the time here at home. See, I remember how to do it in this streaming format I'm doing here. So, all right, let's see. What do you guys got here? Somebody asks, is that your signature Mustang behind you? In fact, it is. Dig it. I was thinking about playing electric today, but and playing that lovely guitar for you so you could hear how absolutely sick it sounds. But I don't really have the setup for that here to make it sound good. It seemed like it was more trouble than it was worth. So that guitar, which is my signature Mustang, it's got my signature on it, quite literally, and that's a fucking trip. It's available for purchase, I'm assuming, at music shops everywhere. Yeah, I'll be playing it live once we're able to go play shows again, which hopefully will not be too much longer. You know, we're all just kind of waiting for the numbers to come down and for things to be done safely. So hopefully I'll get to play that in a venue, probably an outdoor venue near you sooner than later. Okay, let's see what else you got here. Let's see. Somebody asked, when did I receive my first instrument? I guess that depends on what you consider an instrument. I started playing piano when I was 10, and that wasn't an instrument that I was super excited about playing at the time. But my parents insisted that before I could learn guitar, I should learn piano. And that they actually turned out to be right about that. All the theory that goes into playing piano is very helpful when you're learning how to play guitar. But the first guitar I ever owned, the first electric guitar I ever owned, was a JB Player Strat knockoff. It was like actually a pretty solid instrument given the fact that it was maybe $150 at a pawn shop. But that was my first electric guitar, and I played the shit out of it. All right. Somebody asked, did you get the COVID vaccine? I have not gotten the COVID vaccine yet. Here in Washington State, thankfully, people are very into this vaccine here in Washington State, and we are in a tiered system. And I think as of today, given the fact that I am 44 and healthy, I don't think I'm eligible for it until maybe May. So, I think the best thing for people like me who are healthy, who are not essential workers, who are not teachers, who do not deal with the public on a daily basis, I think the best thing for people like me to do is to kind of step back and let the people who need it more than me, more than us, get it first. And then when it's our turn, we'll get it. That doesn't say that if somebody offered it to me right now, I wouldn't take it, of course. But I just think in this particular case, it's important that we all kind of stay the course and let the people who are more eligible for it get it first. So, I'll get it eventually, hopefully sooner than later, but I have not gotten it yet. Here's a good question. What was the craziest part of the pandemic for you? The craziest part of the pandemic. There were so many crazy parts, right? Um, that's actually a really good question. The craziest part. I suppose as we are hopefully moving closer to the end of this than we are to the beginning, uh, and we're by no means clear of this right now, is as much as the governors of Florida and Texas would like us to believe. I think I wouldn't say what the craziest thing has been, but I think what I've taken from this time is that our time on this planet is very short, and if you have something that you want to tell somebody, you need to tell them that now. I don't know if this is something I said on the first string of live streams or not, but life's precious. It's a colloquialism for a reason, and if you have something that you need to say to somebody, don't wait, say it. Tell them how you feel, because you just don't know. You just don't know. So, thankfully for me and my family, we've all been healthy, and my parents have gotten the vaccine, and everybody in my world has been more or less healthy, and that's been good for us. But obviously, in our country, there are over 550,000 people who lost their lives. So, it's not crazy. It's something that we should all be doing, and that is just, if we've taken anything from this year, let's just make sure that we communicate with the people we love how we feel, and because you just don't know how much time you have left. Okay, let's do two more here. Okay. Let's see. What was my... Okay, here's one. Here's a fun one. What was my dream profession as a kid? I guess when I was 10, I saw Top Gun, and I decided that what I wanted to do was be a fighter pilot. And I remember my dad was in the Navy. I grew up a Navy brat, and I remember seeing Top Gun and thinking it was pretty fucking awesome. And I was like, told my dad, like, I want to go to the Naval Academy, and I want to be a fighter pilot. And he was like, okay, all right, that's a good goal. You should work towards that. And then 3 years later, I discovered punk rock, and the idea of going in the military was not appealing to me. That's not to say that it is not a valuable profession. It, of course, is. As I stated just now, I grew up in a military family. I appreciate everything that the people who serve our country sacrifice, as has been shown in my own family, but at the same time, wasn't for me. So yeah, that's what I wanted to do when I was a little kid. Okay, let's do one more. Let's see here. Oh, here's a good one. Did you ever finish War and Peace? If you guys remember early on in this thing, I decided it was a good time to read War and Peace, and I did, and I enjoyed it. I think I finished it, I think within about a month or so. I was reading it pretty intensely, yeah, I enjoyed it. The epilogue, if anybody's read War and Peace, the epilogue is like 200 pages long. You don't really need to read that. Once the book's over, you kind of got it. But it was a really enthralling book. Not gonna lie. There's a reason that it's a classic. Okay, I'm gonna play a couple more songs here for you, and we'll go from there. All right. I remember, if you guys remember before, I can't remember how to get these questions off the page right when I'm done, so I'll just leave that one up there for now. Last week I had the strangest dream, where everything was exactly how it seemed, where there was never any mystery of who shot John F. Kennedy. It was just a man with something to prove. Slightly bored and severely confused, he steadied his rifle with his target in the center, and became famous on that day in November. Don't wake me, I plan on sleeping. Don't wake me, I plan on sleeping. Don't wake me, I plan on sleeping. Don't wake me, I plan Again last night I had that same dream, where everything was exactly how it seemed. No concerns about the world getting warmer. People thought that they were just being rewarded for treating others as they'd like to be treated, for obeying stop signs and curing diseases, for mailing letters with the address of the sender. Now we can swim any day in November. Now we can swim any day in November. Don't wake me, I plan on sleeping in. Don't wake me, I plan on sleeping. Ooh, ooh. Don't wake me, I plan on sleeping in. Don't wake me, I plan on sleeping. Ooh, ooh. Don't wake me, I plan on sleeping in. Don't wake me, I plan on sleeping. Ooh, ooh. Don't wake me, I plan on sleeping in. Don't wake me, I plan on sleeping. Ooh, ooh. All right, let's play a song from the photo album, shall we? Whenever I come back, the air on railroad is making the same sounds, and the shop fronts on Holly are dirty words, asterisks in for the vowels. And we peer through the windows, new bottoms on bar stools, but the people remain the same, with prices inflating, inflating. As if saved from the gallows, there's a bellow of buzzers, and the people stop working. And they're all so excited, excited, passing through unconscious states. When I awoke and I was on the highway, 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 highway. As if saved from the gallows, there's a bellow of buzzers, and the people stop working. And they're all so excited, excited, passing through unconscious states. When I awoke and I was on the highway, 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 highway. sappiest songs. Yes, yes, and I'll put them to bed, but they won't sleep, just shuffling the sheets to toss and turn. You can't begin to get it by. Passing through unconscious states when I awoke, and I was on the onset of a later stage. The headlights are beacons on the highway, 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 highway. So one thing I'm excited about doing when this is all free and clear is going back up to Bellingham and having a romp around. A lot of friends up there I want to see. Okay, I'm gonna play a song. I went through this book, as I showed you before, and I don't think I've played this particular cover song. I've played it a number of times back in the day, but I haven't played it in a very long time. This is a song originally by a woman named Kirsty MacColl, who was an amazing solo artist in her own right. She is, I think probably the closest touchstone that people might know her by is she does sings on A Fairy Tale of New York by the Pogues. She's they got stars, big as bars, they got women. She sings that part. She passed away about 20 years ago. But this has been one of my favorite songs, just one of my favorite songs in general, but certainly one of my favorite of hers. It was also done by Tracy Ullman, and it was like a minor hit in the early 80s, I believe. So the song is called They Don't Know. Okay, here we go. You've been around for such a long time now. Maybe I could leave you, but I don't know how. So why should I be lonely every night when you can... Oh, hold on a second. Let's start it over. You've been around for such a long time now. Maybe I could leave you, but I don't know how. And why should I be lonely every night when I could be with you? Oh yes, you make it right, so I don't listen to the boys who say that you're bad for me and I should turn you away, 'cause they don't know about us. They've never heard of love. I get a feeling when I look at you. Wherever you go now, I wanna be there too. They say we're crazy, but I just don't care. And if they keep on talking, still they'll get nowhere. So I don't mind if they don't understand when I look at you and you hold my hand, 'cause they don't know about us. They've never heard of love. Why should it matter to us if they don't approve? We should just take our chances. What if we've got nothing to lose? Baby, there's no need for living in the past, 'cause now I found good love and gonna make it last. I tell the others don't bother me, 'cause when I look at you they don't see what I see. So I don't listen to their wasted lines. Got my eyes wide open, I see the sights, 'cause they don't know about us. They've never heard of love, so I don't Listen to their wasted lines, got my eyes wide open and I see the sights, 'cause they don't know about us. They've never heard of love. Oh, I forgot to mention, a year ago when we were doing these shows, every show that we were doing would be dedicated to a particular organization. Most of those organizations were here in Seattle, and I believe, if not the first show, certainly maybe the second, was for an organization here in Seattle called Aurora Commons. And I've spoken extensively about why I love this organization. But what they are is basically like a safe space on Aurora Avenue here in Seattle, which is kind of historically been a fairly kind of rough area of town, to put it lightly. And they provide a space where people who are experiencing homelessness or people who are sex workers can kind of come in and do their laundry, make some food. They can be kind of pointed in the right direction for particular services they might need. You know, I've been friends with some of the people who run this organization for quite some time, and I really believe in the work that they're doing. So I will ask you again, like I did last year, to consider making even a small donation through I believe there's something below me that you can click on, make a small donation. And I would just consider it like, you know, this is a show, if you're enjoying the show, and you go, hey, I'd like to maybe show that I'm enjoying this performance by making a donation. I would appreciate it. I know they would. Yeah, so please do that if you have the means. All right. I'm going to play a couple more here for you. And when I see you, I really see you upside down. But my brain knows better. It picks you up and turns you around, turns you around, turns you around. If you feel discouraged, but there's a lack of color here, please don't worry, lover. It's really bursting at the seams from absorbing everything. The spectrum's A to Z. This is fact, not fiction, for the first time in years. And all the girls in every girly magazine can't make me feel any less alone. I'm reaching for the phone. Call it 703, and on your machine I slur a plea for you to come home. But I know it's too late, and I should have given you a reason to stay, given you a reason to stay. Giving you This is fact, not fiction, for the first time in years. All right, you guys. I got one more for you. I've enjoyed doing these shows. I enjoyed doing them last year, and I'm having a really good time right now. So please understand that please understand that point after what I'm about to say. I really hope I don't have to do this anymore. I really want to see your faces in person, and I really want to play music for all of you, out there physically in the same space. And I want to meet you guys, and I want to be able to shake hands and give hugs and do all the kind of things we used to do. And I know we can get there, and we will get there. And it is of paramount importance that when your time comes and you're eligible, that you get vaccinated, because the only way we're going to get truly out of this is if we really kind of push towards getting as many people vaccinated as possible. So, if you have a relative or a friend who is skeptical or believes in crazy conspiracy theories about Bill Gates and all that insane shit, treat them kindly and don't insult them, and just try to convince them as much as you can. And one of the ways you can convince them that it's safe is by having it done yourself, getting vaccinated yourself. So please do that when you get the chance. I know I will. And I hope to see you guys in person soon. We have some exciting things on the horizon as a band. We are working on a new record that I'm very excited about, and I hope that we can be in a place to not only record the record properly and have it out to you guys as soon as possible, but then also we can be out playing shows and play some of these songs for you, because these songs are way better with the other four dudes. They're way better with them. Okay, once again, thanks for coming. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time I see you guys. I hope it'll be in person. Smeared black ink, your palms are sweaty, and I'm barely listening to last emails. I'm staring at the asphalt, wondering what's buried underneath where I am. Where I am. Where my bag, a vinyl sticker with big block letters adhering to my chest that tells your new friends I am a visitor here, I am not permanent. The only thing keeping me dry is you seem so out of context in the Scotty apartment complex. A stranger with your door key, explaining that I'm just visiting, and I am finally seeing why I was the one worth leaving. Why I was the one worth leaving. You seem so out of context in this gaudy apartment complex. A stranger with your door key, explaining that I am just visiting. And I am finally seeing why I was the one worth leaving. Why I was the one worth leaving. The district sleeps alone tonight after the bars turn out their lights and send the autos swerving into the loneliest evening. And I am finally seeing why I was the one worth leaving. Why I was the one worth leaving. Why I was the one worth leaving. All right, thank you very much, everybody. Be safe, get vaccinated when it's your turn, and I will see you guys out there somewhere in the real world, hopefully sooner than later. All right, take care of each other. Bye.